Attention passionate San Francisco 49ers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on San Francisco 49ers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true San Francisco 49ers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and San Francisco 49ers fans. Let's get to the news. Now, folks, if you've been paying attention to the NFL news cycle lately, you know that the landscape is always shifting, especially as we get closer to the start of the new season. But what happened on May 30th, 2025 really caught everyone off guard. It's not every day that we see a blockbuster trade involving such high-profile moves, and this one is particularly interesting because it involves the San Francisco 49ers, a team that has been one of the most consistent and exciting franchises over the last few years. It's a story that's bound to have ripple effects across the league, and especially for us, the loyal 49ers fans who are always eager to see how our team adapts and evolves. So picture this, on that day the NFL world was rocked by a surprising announcement. The 49ers, a team known for their stout defense, innovative offense, and a roster filled with talent, decided to part ways with one of their key defensive players, Bryce Huff. Now, Bryce Huff, for those who might not be fully up to date, is a talented pass rusher and a player who's been steadily making his mark in the league. Known for his quickness, relentless pursuit of the quarterback, and overall tenacity on the field, Huff has become a fan favorite in San Francisco. His ability to get after the passer, combined with his high motor and football IQ, made him an integral part of the 49ers' defensive scheme. But the NFL is a business, and sometimes tough decisions have to be made. The 49ers, ever strategic, saw an opportunity to shake things up and possibly improve their roster for the upcoming season. This move was not just about shedding a player, it was part of a broader plan to retool and strengthen certain areas of the team. Interestingly, this trade involved a very unusual twist. Head coach Robert Saleh, who was previously the defensive coordinator for the 49ers, is now making headlines as he takes on a new challenge with the New York Jets. Yes, the same Robert Saleh who helped craft that formidable 49ers defense, now stepping into the role of head coach in New York and bringing some of that San Francisco defensive philosophy with him. This brings us to one of the most fascinating aspects of this entire saga. Saleh's move to the Jets isn't just a career progression, it's a strategic shift for both teams involved. For the Jets, acquiring a coach with a proven track record of defensive excellence and leadership is a major coup. Saleh has been praised league-wide for his innovative schemes, his ability to develop young talent, and his fiery, motivating coaching style. His tenure with the 49ers saw the team consistently ranked among the best defenses in the NFL, and now, the Jets are betting big on his ability to transform their roster into a playoff-caliber unit. But let's talk about the implications of this trade from the perspective of the 49ers. Losing Bryce Huff isn't easy. He's a player with tremendous upside, and many in the fan base saw him as a future star. His pass-rushing skills, especially his ability to bend the edge and disrupt plays in the backfield, could be a significant blow to the 49ers' defense, at least temporarily. However, the move is part of a broader strategic vision. The 49ers have one of the deepest and most talented defensive lines in the league, with stars like Nick Bosa, Javon Hargrave, and others anchoring their front. So while Huff's departure might sting, the team's core remains formidable. Now, looking ahead, what does this mean for the San Francisco 49ers as they gear up for the upcoming season? Well, first and foremost, it's a clear message that the team is not resting on its laurels. The 49ers have been contenders for the Super Bowl for several years now, and their front office, led by General Manager John Lynch, seems committed to making bold moves to keep that window open. They've been aggressive in free agency, smart in their draft choices, and now strategic in their trades. The departure of Huff might also open the door for some of the younger players on the roster to step up and make a name for themselves, which is always exciting for fans who love to see new stars emerge. But what about Saleh and the Jets? Well, it's too soon to tell exactly how he'll implement his vision in New York, but if his track record in San Francisco is any indication, Jets fans should be optimistic. Saleh's defensive schemes are aggressive, adaptable, and designed to create turnovers and pressure the quarterback relentlessly. With the Jets' roster already boasting talented players like Quinnen Williams and Sauce Gardner, Saleh's influence could turn them into a formidable playoff team. The Jets have been building a competitive roster for years, and now, with Saleh calling the shots, they're looking to take that next step. Back to the trade itself, it's a perfect example of how NFL teams are constantly adjusting their strategies according to their needs, cap space, and future plans. The 49ers, known for their draft and develop philosophy, are not afraid to make bold moves if they believe it will give them an edge. The Jets, on the other hand, are trying to accelerate their rebuild and capitalize on Saleh's expertise. It's a chess game played on a grand scale, and every move counts. Now let's think about the impact on the 49ers defense. They've been one of the league's most feared units, especially during their Super Bowl run in the 2019 season when their relentless pass rush and suffocating secondary led them to the NFC Championship. Over the last few years, their defense has continued to be elite, with Bosa anchoring the pass rush, and players like Fred Warner and Talanoa Hufanga providing stability in the middle and in the secondary. The departure of Huff could open opportunities for younger players like Drake Jackson or even some of the draft picks to step up and fill that pass-rushing void. Furthermore, the 49ers have a rich history of developing defensive talent. Players like Nick Bosa, who became a Defensive Player of the Year, and Fred Warner, a perennial Pro Bowler, show that the franchise knows how to cultivate stars. So even with the loss of Huff, the team's defensive identity remains intact, and their coaching staff is known for devising schemes that maximize their players' strengths. This continuity is crucial as they prepare for a season where the NFC West is expected to be highly competitive, with teams like the Seahawks, Rams, and Cardinals all vying for supremacy. Speaking of the NFC West, this division has been one of the most dynamic in recent years. The Seahawks, after a rebuilding phase, showed flashes of their former dominance, and the Rams, despite their Super Bowl win in 2022, are always a threat with their star-studded roster. The Cardinals, though rebuilding, can never be underestimated given their talent and the potential for a breakout season. So the 49ers are well aware that every move they make, including this trade, is part of a bigger puzzle to stay ahead of their rivals. Looking at the bigger picture, the NFL offseason is always an exciting time for fans, and this particular trade exemplifies the league's constant state of flux. Teams are constantly trying to find that perfect mix balancing youth and experience, cap space and talent, offense and defense. The 49ers, with their innovative coaching staff and smart roster management, are always in the mix, and this move only underscores their commitment to remaining at the top. And for the fans, it's a roller coaster of emotions. You get excited about new signings, nervous about losing key players, and hopeful about what the upcoming season holds. The 49ers have a passionate fan base that's been through a lot: heartbreaks, triumphs, close calls, and every offseason brings a new chapter. This trade, while seemingly small on the surface, is part of that ongoing story of resilience, strategy, and ambition that defines the San Francisco 49ers. Now, as the NFL calendar continues to turn and we edge closer to training camp and preseason, the anticipation only grows. Fans are speculating about how the roster will look, which young players will break out, and whether the team can finally bring home another Lombardi trophy. It's a season of hope, of dreams, and of relentless pursuit of greatness. And of course, the drama of trades, coaching changes, and strategic moves adds that extra layer of excitement that keeps us all glued to our screens. So to sum it all up, this trade involving Bryce Huff and Robert Saleh isn't just a simple transaction. It's a reflection of the evolving NFL landscape and a testament to the strategic mindset of the 49ers and Jets. Both teams are looking to maximize their potential, and while some fans might feel a twinge of sadness at losing a promising player like Huff, it's also an indication of how serious they are about winning now and in the future. The 49ers are poised to continue their dominance on defense, blending veteran leadership with emerging talent, while Saleh's Jets are eager to turn their defensive unit into one of the league's most feared. And now, San Francisco 49ers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the San Francisco 49ers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest San Francisco 49ers news.